ridiculous, but
PSISTORM Gaming versus
I don't
Team
know.
NV.
Maybe you
Game
should start up.
3.
Maybe you should take some lockers to the beach. See how much you make.
How about I buy the lockers and you go to the beach
I don't know.
and you start selling
Whoa,
them
whoa,
there?
whoa! It's my idea. You don't just get called dibs on the easy part.
No, wait, it actually was my idea. I just told
No,
you about it.
you said there should be lockers. I said you should go make lockers at the beach. So.
Okay, I'm not gonna make lockers at the beach. I
Well,
would take them to the beach.
Well, yeah,
So that's
what I
my idea. Your idea was to make
No,
lockers.
no,
That's a
no,
terrible
no.
plan.
No, that was
But
just
you're
a
gonna
mis-
build lockers
that-
on the beach
that
like
was
a
just a-
blacksmith?
That was
God,
just a speaking
such a
typo.
terrible
I
plan.
just spoke wrong.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
Stupid.
You're so silly.
Bad
Not a
show.
bad call.
Yeah, you're a bad call.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Doesn't need
Okay.
to.
It really doesn't need to. Alright. What do we have here, Wardy? We have a PvT, the first map being Waterfall. So yeah, this is a good map, in my opinion, for our good friend, Bunny.
Bunny, yes. This is a good map for Bunny, and I think that's definitely gonna give him a good shot. Honestly, I feel like this should be fun. I do wonder how MaxPax goes up against the Korean Terrans, because they do have that different vibe to them sometimes. So like the Clem and the Hero Marine, who I feel like MaxPax really figured out Clem and Hero Marine over time as well. More so than just being all around good in PvT. I think that might be something to kind of look at throughout this series.
Yeah. Kind of like that thought. Ooh, MaxPax with a cute play. You see this?
Nibbles the probe.
He's getting a Zealot.
Cool. He actually does like to get like the Zealot out and stuff and just get across the map early, doesn't he? Disrupt early on the maps like these.
You know what I think though? Is that if he would have seen a scout from an SCV, he would have cancelled it.
Yes.
But he didn't, so he's not going to cancel. This is a cool play. It's a small map. Zealot is going to make its way across the map. Please, for the love of God, take a good path so you don't get caught by the Reaper. Nexus timing, this is the one thing that I have to give Terrans a lot of credit for, is that they are consistently wrong when it comes to reading Nexus timings. They'll see a Nexus timing and they'll be like, oh, it's not a Nexus before core, so thus it's core before Nexus. And they'll have no clue what actually is happening. I love that. It really does make me happy. Reaper scouting from right to the left now should probably start heading out across the map. No, it's going to go back home. NCC was built on the high ground. This was a gas first opener, wasn't it, Wardy?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And that means that the Zealot is going to hit the front and going to get bopped a little bit, but can't really do much of anything. The Adept will show up to protect the Zealot at least, as the Reaper, I was going to say, go up that ramp and maybe get in a little bit of trouble, but yeah, I mean, annoying with the Adept, as Marines pop out when a mine comes out here, this is 100% defendable. Shouldn't really be too much of an issue. The mine going to get the Zealot. That's obviously just a sacrifice from MaxPax, who wants to try and keep the Adept here, but SCV's repair, Adept can't really do much.
Yeah, this is not a very good sacrifice, though.
No.
Because I don't think he's going to get anything done. As I say that, the mine actually starts taking damage. Hate to see it. Second mine can move towards the ramp, though. I should push this back. Yeah. Command center's going to fly over. Opening-wise, this was very good for Bunny. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that it was gas first. And high ground CC. This is such a solid opener against early game shenanigans, really. I love to see it coming. Oh my god. Love to see it come out of Bunny.
Not every day you see a Reaper just get probes surrounded, huh?
Yeah, especially because I think he grenaded it on himself as well.
Yeah. Even better.
The grenade flank.
But I love it.
Very
Terran
nice.
players, man.
Terran players, unbelievable, these guys. Blink's not going to be done yet, though, so that's nice, at least. Practically... Oh, he's going to go back home. Bunny... Is Bunny afraid of a Stargate, or... I'm not quite sure. No, maybe not.
No, he's going to keep it going. He's going to go this long way around and get ready to make a commitment. Again, Blink not done, so jumping on this is somewhat difficult.
Yeah, but he's going to probably get the medevac, right? Yeah, he does. He definitely will. And then loses one Stalker here, maybe? That's annoying. Good on Burrow. Very good on Burrow by Bunny. Yeah. If you could have retargeted that to the bottom probe, that would have been even better. These two mines are also going to die. 3 workers for 3 mines and a medevac. I'd kind of take that trade if I were MaxPax, honestly. Following this up with 4-gate or 3-gate blink. I did not catch exactly the amount of gates that are being built here. Ooh, if you could have denied that Marine from scouting, that would have been huge as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Just little things that could have gone pretty neatly, as we do see MaxPax going to move down the map. And he's going to put on a little bit of pressure as he takes his third. The Marine is going to spot this, so nice scout from Bunny to confirm the timing. And here we are with the Prism, so I mean, now the aggression can add up. He's going to lift the Adepts in, the Stalks can blink in. He's going to blink 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there is no tank set up immediately, but it is setting up now, so this shouldn't do too much. And yeah, misblink. Really bad misblink.
That was bad, Wardy. Lost a Stalker there for free. Yeah, very messy. Don't like it. And now Bunny's gonna start moving down. This bunker isn't going to die. And this is what we call a successful defense. At least initially here. Now we still have the second phase that we're going to head in right now. And that's when the Prism goes towards the main to try and drop near the mineral line. But the tank is in a good position. The building positioning of Bunny actually is fabulous. This is bad for MaxPax.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit rough. Here comes the Prism moving in, but tank is well set up as well, so these Stalkers really shouldn't get much of a chance to do anything here. It's going to get shut down pretty easily, and yeah, just get zoned out pretty much straight away. The turret can continue to build, and get a couple of SCVs at least. As Bunny going to finish his upgrades soon, and then all these upgrades, short map, go across. It's going to be close with Charge. I guess Charge should finish up at least, but yeah, Bunny definitely has a bit of a timing.
5 gates on the way right now. That is the real issue here.
Yeah.
Like Charge, I think will be done, but Charge is great if you have 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 zealots. It's going to be like 2.5. There will be a sentry that will pop a weak Guardian shield, but that's it. This is a massive Marine army as well, by the way. There's still the possibility for an anti-armor missile on top of that. And maybe Charge won't even be done by the time this hits. If Bunny is fast, and usually he's very decisive, this could turn sour within, well, 10 to 15 seconds from now.
Yep, just going to see the tank siege. He's going to start putting some bunkers up, make it hard to engage in from that other side as well. So another part of the problem that is arising here is he just stims straight into the natural. Gateway goes down, pylon here at the front will fall. There's just nothing to defend the natural right now, and I mean that means the Robo's going to die, and MaxPax is going to start running out of opportunities very soon. His Prism's just sat across the map, not doing anything at the moment. This really doesn't seem good at all for MaxPax, who does warp in a few zealots. Now at least there's an unsieged tank, and well, he's got Marines in his natural though, so for whatever these zealots do, I feel like Bunny's going to find so much more. They don't do much.
Very patient play though out of MaxPax. Of course the SCVs have been pulled for Bunny, so every second that goes by is actually kind of an okay second here for MaxPax. MaxPax is going to get massively supply blocked again after losing that initial pylon. Now is going to lose the Nexus. Still, if he doesn't die, keeps 55 workers alive and gets upgrades going, it might be somewhat playable for him, but cannot really afford to take too much damage. 4 auto turrets, 3 auto turrets. Feels okay here because there's just not enough to defend. MaxPax needs to bust this at some point, and if he loses these pylons, he doesn't have production left.
Yeah, he's going to lose power to his gates, so he basically just had his final warp in, right? These pylons should now be going down. So this is it for MaxPax. He doesn't really have a way to build anything else. Bunny's just continue to wall off. A few zealots from the other side, though, is going to be great to get on top of the siege tanks. It's going to be a great bust. The SCV's on set to repair bunkers either, and the Marines are going to come running from the main base to try and save the day. MaxPax gets a fantastic start where he cleans out all the tanks, but is it enough at the end? He can warp in 1 zealot here, and that seems to be it. The Raven actually still has maybe a teeny bit of energy. Well, never mind, it just got shot down, so yeah, looks like it's enough for Bunny still, but geez, that was like the best bust that MaxPax could have had.
When it rains, it pours Wardy. MaxPax also loses the Prisma, which still had, I believe, 2 zealots in it. 4 more pylons are being constructed, but right now supply capacity is the one thing he doesn't really need to worry about, because he's stuck on 49 out of 118. Battery's gonna get taken out, and Bunny is going to take the win here on Waterfall. And that means that MaxPax will be eliminated, but of course MaxPax still gets the chance as well to eliminate Bunny afterwards. It's a best of 2. That is how best of 2s work.
Yes, in this very unique format that we have, and yeah, it'll be MaxPax's map pick as well for that second game, so that too will be kind of cool to see as our Stalkers come up, grabbing Marine. Just going to see this Bioforce stimming up into the main base. Going to get rid of a sentry, a couple of zealots are going down. Obviously the force field was a good attempt, but That just is not going to be enough, and Bunny is going to get the W on this first game. And he will start to right the position of Team NV in this series. For the moment, at least. So, step in the right direction. Let's see if he can keep it up. I don't know. I'm genuinely curious what he kind of plays with on this, because out of everything, I didn't think Cosmic. Like, that didn't cross my mind. I was thinking Data. I was thinking maybe you want to play a bigger game, macro game, Tropical. Maybe you want to still play Quick and you play Inside, but like this? No. And didn't think of Cosmic Sapphire at all.
Yeah, I had not expected this one. Ooh, gas first once again here out of Bunny. So for a second time in a row, he's playing something a little bit different than what we're used to. Oh, well, it's not that different, honestly. Beyond is the one that kind of reintroduced this, I want to say, lately. He's been playing a lot of... The first time we saw it actually was in GSL... I think it was this season or last season, GSL Season 2. We saw him play that build a bunch, just that gas first type of style. And with the high ground CC, no scout. Very safe against early game shenanigans, like we saw last time around. And the reason why it's a lot safer now than before is because proxy Stargate is not really a viable option anymore. Before we were showing a lot of proxy Stargate, and you really do kind of want to see that ASAP. Actually, maybe even back then it would have been fine. If you have a high ground CC and you play gas first, your factory is also really quick. It is indeed going to be a fast Nexus on the gold, by the way. This is Nexus before core on the gold. Holy crap.
Okay. Cool. I mean, that's just wild. I don't have another word for it, right? I mean, that's definitely something that's out there. It's very different, and I guess that explains why he's picking the map, because he had 100% a plan for it. I don't think I like it. I said it at the start. You know, you could do gold-based stuff in here, but it's kind of a weird / difficult gold-based to use. It's so far away. If it ever gets figured out, this gold is probably one of the more difficult to defend when it comes to Terran aggression.
Yeah, it's toast. It actually is toast. Like, that base is so hard to hold. It's insane. It's going to be a Reaper reactor. There's even a chance, there is a possibility that Reaper straight up goes to the gold base.
God,
yeah, you're scouting around. This makes a lot of sense. If I'm Bunny and my opponent picks freaking Cosmic Sapphire, I would go to the gold. Because taking a gold in this type of case is just a really odd decision. This is an absolutely brilliant scout. One probe is going to die immediately. And oh, MaxPax in a little bit of trouble here against Bunny immediately. With a strategy and a map pick that Wardy does not endorse.
No, I didn't endorse it at all. And yeah, now this is going to be... I mean, this is just rough, because now Bunny can play completely around it. It feels like you need to be safe against the boosted economy at a certain point, sure, but you can also play in a way that can punish the fact that it's a gold and split up bases, etc. So that obviously goes a long way too. Very curious to see what MaxPax comes out with to try and salvage what is such a good scout from Bunny.
Yeah. So one of the main issues that you have when you take a base this far away, for the people that are kind of wondering, is that if your opponent goes for a mine drop, you can't just keep your stalkers in your main. If you keep your stalkers in your main, you get dropped in your gold. The mines are going to burrow, unburrow forever. So you need to split your stalkers up in two parts if you want to deal with this consistently, or you're gambling on one side. The thing is, though, because there is a Reaper out as well, Bunny can actually make an educated guess as to where your army is going to be. So gambling on one side is a losing bet as well. So there's no winning moves here. Either you're going to get some burrow unburrows because there'll only be 2 stalkers per base by the time your mine drop hits, or the Terran can just kind of decide, oh, there's 4 stalkers there, I'll go to the other base. Good luck dealing with that, buddy. Now, Bunny is going to move... Ooh, did that get spotted by MaxPax?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either. Yeah, it's going to move towards the gold base. Now it definitely did get spotted. That is kind of a big deal, because maybe another warpin can help at least a bit. I mean, the Medivac is just not going to get taken out before a long time. He can burrow unburrow a couple of times here if he wants to. There's not enough damage output. He really should have burrowed unburrow there with that back mine. This is bad. Well, it's not bad, but it could have been done a lot better.
Especially on a gold base where denying mining time is even more important than usual, right? It's like... It's the perfect time to just be freaking annoying with these mines. You could have got so much out of it. Yeah, the probe kills he gets is decent, but yeah, it could have just been so much more. And then probably still the probe kills anyway.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, right? You're always going to get 3 probes anyway. So why would you leave there immediately? It just doesn't make much sense. He also saw a Zealot, so he knew Blink wasn't going to finish up before 4:45 because the Zealot is what delays the gas. If you get such a fast Zealot, you can't have a second gas. It is literally impossible. Without a fast second gas, it means that Blink can't really finish well. I want to say 4:45 or so, but I think most of the time it's not going to be done before 4:50 even. So yeah, there was a lot of time there for Bunny that he didn't really use. All that considered, though, this is still a good position for Bunny. He only lost a single mine, denied mining, and killed 4 workers. Sure, gold bases are good, but they're not this good. Bunny's position is absolutely okay. On top of that, MaxPax also has a base in a position that is really difficult to defend. There's a Raven out, which means that observers can't really provide too much info on where Bunny's army is going to move. So I like Bunny's position. I just believe that it should have been better. With the info that he had, he could have made better decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. His tank positioned well to stop these stalkers too much. Keeping those bio upgrades very safe. Wouldn't mind dropping to the main this time, MaxPax. Pull the stalker. Does start to pull the probes, but oh my goodness, I thought that was still leading towards the group of them. He's going to be able to save this medevac though, and that means it can come back again later, and this mine drop will live to see another day. Always annoying. Extra pressure still available for the Terran player.
Yeah, it's really annoying. It's awful stuff, really. Awful stuff here for MaxPax. MaxPax probably going to be looking at a straight 0-2 at this point. Because let's face it, the moment that Raven push is going to hit, it's going to hit like a freaking truck. You can hit wherever you want as well. You know, the point where that Colossi is walking right now, I think that is where Bunny's army is supposed to move. That way, MaxPax needs to decide on what base to defend. Either the gold or the natural, and whatever base he picks, you just go to the other one. And if he chases you, you can fight in the open without a battery. If he doesn't chase you, well, you take out all the probes at the other base. Like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
I think a mistake would be to just walk towards the gold here and try to fight there. That's probably the only way where, with the help of like a super battery and some stalling tactics, you would be capable of holding. But otherwise, I think Bunny is just gonna walk over him.
Wouldn't mind to get burrowed. Still a good response from MaxPax, but does lose a stalker and still 2 probes as well. So, yeah, not exactly great as Bunny's actually loading up to go and drop around the right-hand side with medevac. So, maybe drop and push the gold base at the same time. Just feels like he's got enough to just go all out. And like you say, just kind of force a fight where he wants it. And with that power, take advantage of it.
He's taking his time, honestly, and I'm not a huge fan of it. The strength of the Raven is in the initial push when the Colossi number is low. And when I say low, I mean 1 or 2. That way you can interference matrix that Colossus, or if there's 2, you can interference matrix both, and you can just shoot down the gateway army. Now, there's going to be, well, soon to be, I think, a 3rd Colossus out. And that doesn't really count anymore. There's also a lot of sentry energy building up, which means that if you get interference matrix, you can force field out parts of the army. MaxPax has good map vision around the map. And if MaxPax has unit in the main base, he can just defend this. Right now we're moving to a game state where in a usual game, you'd already be splitting armies as a Protoss player. And in that case, having the gold base in the far left is annoying, but it's not that much more annoying than having a regular 3rd.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where it's just not as exposed as it should be. As now Bunny's just losing kind of mines over here as well. He's left behind. The drop on the right side isn't really doing much of anything at all. It's just so much of nothing going on for Bunny. He's like clearing up rocks and stuff, but I don't know. It feels like his moments in these games are definitely passing by. He'll have 1-1 soon. Looks like he's going to join everything together and start to push, and it's just going to be directly at the gold.
Do we have charge here?
I didn't see it, but I haven't been looking. I would imagine so, right? It's been blinking for a long time.
So, yeah, definitely. Yeah. No Templar Archives, though, means that double interference matrix here are going to be playing a decently sized role. Super battery does get triggered, though, and by the time that the interference matrix will be done, the super battery will still have a couple of seconds left. Lots of mines are being taken out. 2 tanks are shooting from a distance as well, though. Here we go. Big fight. Good control out of Bunny so far. Might actually be winning this
really
fight. Holy crap.
Yeah, the Widow mines delivered, and he put an extra couple mines next to the tanks, and they really did a good job targeting the Colossus as well. And yeah, he just stayed out of reach of the Colossi, and by the time that the Colossi really got involved, the Zealots had already melted, and then the Colossi had to back it up, otherwise they were about to die. And obviously that meant that MaxPax has kind of just lost everything, so Bunny with a stellar fight over here. And Group of Marines needs to be careful that Colossus doesn't chase them down, get back to the tanks maybe. Well, Vikings showing up, that Colossus looks as though it is likely going to fall here. There's not much to save it. The last Viking shots will get rid of it, and I mean, the mines have all come off cooldown, so they're going to get to fire a second time now as well, which is always fantastic. For Terran player, he continues through 143 to 60 supply. Bunny gets a 2-0 over MaxPax. Massive win for Team NV. Wow. Backing up after DRG got 2-0'd himself. It re-levels this series completely.
Yeah, it really does. And with that, Wardy, I think I'm going to leave you to it.
That was a loud-ass beep.
PSISTORM Gaming versus Team NV. Game 5.
Oh my god, that was so loud. Yeah, TLDR, I mean, to me, it's not super important. A foreigner goes to win GSL. It'd be awesome if he did. I think it's obviously exciting that we'll get to see it, but I mean, some people are losing their minds about it. Which, I think is a little extreme, but yeah, it's still fun. It's nice that we can travel to Korea again and actually play in GSL. I think that's the cool thing more than anything. That was loud, guys. Sorry, they are all over the place with the volumes on the clean feed. Let's do it then. We start Moondance. I mean, Moondance is one that makes it into best of 3s in PvT sometimes. This should be interesting. Reno's been in GSL before. Yeah. He got knocked out in the round of 16 by Neeb, and Neeb went on to play in the semifinals, I believe. And it was really sad because Reno was actually up a game against Maru, and he was super far ahead in game number 2. And he threw really hard. Like, super hard. Should have been a 2-0 against Maru, and he would have been first place in his group, and then he ended up losing, and then he lost to Neeb, and then Neeb went on a run. So yeah, Reno's been there before. I mean, the fact that he's even better now as well, so he should do well. I think that's why, to me, it's crazy that people are so wild about it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's exciting, but people are talking about it like it's never happened before, which is just not the case. But like I say, it's good to see that people are excited. That's obviously just a good thing for StarCraft, right? Do you remember the year? You could literally, I can find out for you in like 1 second. Hang on. Probably 2018-ish. Results. Raynor. Let's go backwards and find a GSL result. GSL Season 3 2018. Top 12. Probe taking a few shots of damage. It's going to go down as it tries to come back in for the rescout. Obviously, you're trying to pick up a bit of extra information there and seeing what's going on and stuff, but losing the probe actually is kind of sad. I get it, but you're just not expecting the Marine, maybe a Reaper or whatever. Yeah, that's obviously a little bit unfortunate. Dev gonna come through. Gonna go out and move forward. So heading across to the other side, a few Marines can jump into this bunker and start to defend against this right now and get this defense rolling right here. Dev shitting back, and there's a Phoenix opener for MaxPax. Maybe look to set a bit more control on his own side on the early stages of this game and then go from there. Just gonna see that Dev shitting through again. Two Devs join up together, and we'll be seeing what we can try and get up to as they start to shade by. Into the natural, towards the main base. Well, Phoenix is going to hang around and just chill out. Because obviously those numbers increase. Bunny's playing 3 racks, which is kind of scary when you're playing a Phoenix style. You got to ride the balance of getting a good Phoenix count up and also not, getting a good amount of gate units. I like the Robo and maybe even an Immortal to help deal with the first pushes. MaxPax is still a bit in the dark, but obviously we'll start to realize what's going on with the Marine count and stuff, and you know, things he's not seen as well, right? Not seen a medevac or anything along those lines definitely adds up too. As our Marines run down towards the natural and getting set to rumble. Phoenix heading down to the bottom. Slacking away for a few moments, and we'll be having the Marines starting to come across the other side. I mean, this is where that Immortal will be big, but it's not ready yet. We started the Robo Bay first. Yeah, MaxPax genuinely could be in some trouble here. He's got to buy some time for sure. This attack of Bunny packs a punch. The batteries aren't ready either. If Bunny just goes, there's a sentry to buy time. The sentry's massive. I love that Bunny then doesn't actually pop the stim straight away, as there is now the stim coming down. We're just going to sit here and continue to pick up the gateway. Probes are going forward. I mean, they're just dying for no reason, really. Super battery to try and keep the gate alive. I mean, okay. I mean, how many gates do we have beyond that? Maybe not a lot if he's trying to super battery it to keep alive. One more sentry warps in. He might have just been knocked down on one single gateway here. That's kind of brutal. We're going to stim a second time. Now we're just looking to trade out for some units. We're going to get a Phoenix, a sentry second. I mean, now we're out of energy on the batteries as well, so killing these units becomes a lot easier. This Immortal should go down, and a few Marines survive to see the other side of this as well. But they're actually going to go for the other Immortal. Pulling forward, probes will pull to defend this. Now we just pull up the ramp and more workers going down. Bunny is having a fantastic start in this game. This is getting out of hand very quickly. We move into the main base. These probes are now in trouble as well. 8 workers going down. Oh my goodness, the Phoenix lifting up a couple of these Marines, but this is absolutely gone wrong for MaxPax early. He comes out down by 9 workers already, and he's got more Marines coming in. The Phoenix out of energy, so he can't even use the Phoenix to lift these Marines up to soften the blow. There's a Colossus, and that's the saving grace for the moment. But 12 workers dead in total, 48 to 36 workers favoring Bunny. That is not good for Protoss. The only good thing right now is the fact that, well, quite frankly, there is not much of an army from Bunny, I guess, and obviously he has just been reset a little bit here, so maybe there's some hope that MaxPax can survive a while, but the worker count is a problem. And yeah, I mean, he's going to take the in-base third. That's obviously expected. Bunny has already got his third base working as well. Geez, Bunny is in a fantastic position. Third base down, mining already is just ridiculous. And it's just going to be seeing extra Marines popping out. These Phoenix go back along to the left-hand side. Away they go. The SCVs moving to the upper side. Just going to see the Phoenix flying by as well. A couple of shots going off, and at this point the Phoenix is trying to pick up some extra info. I mean, may as well pick up what you can. Love this Observer, as long as that's not too greedy of Bunny. Didn't spot that, then brilliant, of course, absolutely fine, but yeah, definitely a dangerous position we're playing into at the moment as the Phoenix come back around through the top. Bunny is lose some SCVs to the Phoenix, which you kind of need. I like the Marauder pick-off too, right? At this point, anything you can get with the Phoenix is genuinely a win. The Phoenix do need to be back to deal with the main army as well, though, because the Phoenix makes up a lot of your army supply right now. If your Phoenix aren't there, you're basically fighting with, what, 2 Colossi and no defense for them? Remember, the gateway count's not being good for MaxPax throughout this, so his gateway unit counter is absolutely going to be minimal. Mine just going to sit on the ramp, and we slowly push forward. Obviously, with no forward base, it's difficult for Bunny to justify trying to target something. He's building his own 4th base on location. That's how comfortable Bunny is feeling about this game. The Ghost Academy is just finished up as well, so EMPs will be available. That will shred Phoenix from shields and energy, and then they're going to be stuck in terms of what they can do as well. It's going to look very, very good here, I think, for Bunny. I mean, not starting to, has done for a while, but it's only seeming like it's improving for Bunny. It's definitely not getting any worse. There's the pretty big stim around after the Phoenix. I do feel like that's one thing you want to be avoiding a little bit. I know you want to zone the Phoenix out, but, you know, don't go too crazy, just, like, hardcore stimming after them, must kill them, right? That's one way to lose a lot of, you know, HP on units, energy on medevacs. Something just to be cautious of, for sure. A couple of SCVs going down over there as well. Can't take the 4th base because the mine is in the way. We're going to laser down the Zealot, and the Colossus friendly fire will splash onto the mine to get the kill. As a Widow Mine here lands on a Phoenix. Phoenix, 2 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 Phoenix, Bio army down the right. A few ghosts involved, and just going to be seeing the medevacs make their way over. A little bit of bio will begin to stim on through. A couple of probes begin to fall. I mean, this is now a split army where you don't really want to be fighting against split. I mean, both army have ghosts as well. MaxPax going well on 4 Colossi, now starting up disruptors, which we do like to see. Bunny's actually just going to load up a drop. That's actually 3 ghosts in there, I think, which is kind of a lot. It's not really damage output, but just, I mean, EMP is available, I suppose. If you start responding to this with Phoenix, probes will start to go down in this position. So they begin to drop. Battery dies. I mean, just such a slow response to this from MaxPax. He just doesn't really have much to respond to this with. All the Colossi show up here. Well, obviously the low ground base is now going to be in trouble. The Phoenix take a massive EMP to the face. So they're going to be in trouble. 2 Phoenix go down, targeted by these Marines. We escape with what we can. A shame that that other ghost didn't get in the medevac, but not the end of the world with the way this has been going. And yeah, you can see that Bunny's just posturing, ready for the next stage of this fight. We'll lose the mine, as he's actually going to go for the robo facility. Nothing stops him, and he will get rid of that building disruptor. It's unfortunate because the other robo is still up. It's actually building disruptors now as well. It was the one that was just the disruptor that was very close to finishing his all. And we lose a few of these units. We drop an EMP. Oh my goodness, the Marines are still alive after this. You're kidding me. 2-1. The upgrades for Bunny, and that's another factor, right? The upgrades are just fantastic. And they are delivering so much value for our Korean Terran player. We drop into the back base as well. We've already seen the issues with mobility here for MaxPax. He's got Phoenix that are just not responding well enough. I mean, that's the problem. He's being drawn every which way. This Nexus is going to die, so we get reset to 3 bases. Scripper units probably goes down. We'll just sit in the corner and trade off a little bit extra as we're trying to push forward here. Stack defense needs to be the savior of MaxPax. We are recalling. The Colossi are going to be under immediate fire. We nuke down one. We EMP the others. Bunny does have to lift and leave. Oh, I think there was a Phoenix shot onto the Colossus. No, there's something that was hitting that Colossus. It goes to low HP, doesn't die. Well, Bunny is just playing the momentum game right now. He is just not letting up the pressure. He knows that things are going his way, and he says, cool, if these are going my way, I'm just, yeah, why let it up from here on out? Just keep it going. And absolutely seems to be his plan of action at this point in time. So, yeah, looking very, very good in that regard as we have Disruptors firing through, landing on a little bit of bio, or going towards a little bit of bio at least. This Disruptor gets killed. Bunny very confident in what he's doing right now. Kills that Disruptor despite the late super battery coming in. Oh, and Westward, he's back in the natural expansion. He's got Widowmines to guard his way in here. Disruptors are going to die before they can fire once again. Phoenix showing up. They get hit by the EMP, so they are melting to Marines and Ghosts. The Phoenix are gone. And unfortunately for PSISTORM Gaming, they are going to be gone from the World Team League playoffs. Team NV win 2 in a row today to make it to day 2 of 3. We'll see if they can continue the gauntlet tomorrow. GG from MaxPax. Bunny is undefeated in the playoffs. 6-0.